this will be the second session cast for the Thursday game on Mediocre Strategist. We'll once again go from east to west, and today we'll have Kathal joining me. He's playing the green tag in China called Shoot Wei, which is one of the new tags added in the mod. And we're going to jump into Yushigi and see how he's doing. So he's managed to finally be independent of the Shogun, but weird shenanigans happened because Ashikaga was at war when he declared his independence. So now he doesn't have any of the daimyos as subjects, but he should be able to wrap up
He has the shogunate government reform, but he doesn't have any daimyos.
Yeah.
Because basically it's a bug when the shogunate is at war with all of its daimyos, and you're also one of the daimyos, and then you declared independence and take Kyoto, you become the shogunate, but since they are still at war, the game bugs out and thinks, hey, what to do?
Yeah.
So that happens.
Also, he spawned colonialism, which is very interesting. He went exploration first, and he managed to spawn colonialism institution, which is very good for him. Having that nice and early and getting the mana point for it. And if you put back on Terra Incognita, I think he's able to see the new world, not colonizing it, but he's able to see it at this point.
He doesn't
He
have
won't be able to
range.
spawn it without seeing it.
Yeah, but maybe he was only able to see these islands, but he sees a bit more, and he's gonna colonize.
You can spawn it without seeing it. Just saying.
He's getting ideas filled out, which is looking nice for him. He's finally making a bit of dockets, not much yet. He still needs to unite west of Japan and get more control of the Nippon trade node. Getting the two centers of trade in South Japan will help him a lot.
The biggest thing to notice is he can't attack his daimyos anymore, realistically speaking. So he needs to integrate them. And keep in mind, currently they are not daimyos. So he needs to integrate them. So he will be lagging behind in Diplo points for a long time.
But
because it's still I guess 100 def remaining.
Yeah, but are we sure? Did this happen as intended, or is this a bug? Will he have them edited in his daimyos or what?
Yeah, they have to be his daimyos, all of them, because he got Kyoto, and when you get Kyoto, you get the shogunate, and all of the daimyos and the former shogunate turns into your daimyos, so into your vessels.
Well, then he's gonna have a nice foothold on Davia. And he's likely just going to go colonial because apparently the world is completely empty, as far as I've been told.
Yeah, it's like Great Britain and him.
Yeah, and maybe Portugal.
And Brunei. So 4 people.
Yeah, he's not starting to build buildings yet. Got a few, the AI, he still has a plus 40 docket temple. And plus 25 dockets workshops. And he's paying a lot for colonizing. He's paying 10% of his income.
Yeah, but
colonies.
Early game colonization is always expensive because it's quite a big share.
He's already running a quite expensive advisor to be able to colonize, and he's not running any mill advisor.
I mean, he can ditch the level 2 already because it just needs his guy to be there.
Yeah.
Did he? I don't think he put on his privileges. The clergy has an
established new world.
The native assimilation, yeah, and you should try to get the increased settler growth from the merchants.
Yeah, you have 3 enterprise and indebted to the merchant guilds. If you can get rid of those and put one of those and put in, ideally you want to get rid of both of them and just take in the new world charter thing that gives a settler growth, and leave it so we have an open spot. But I don't think we have any more comments on this country. It seems to be going fine for him.
Yeah,
except
it
selective integration. In his religion, he went to the isolatism level called selective integration, which is, as far as I know, not the best thing to be because you want the development cost in the dev tip.
I think the 5% development cost is, especially at this state, not really worth it. You already said it that he has a lot of good buildings to build, so
That is
saving
true.
like 10 ducats per building is a lot. And he also like hammering out a lot of idea groups at the moment. So the saved mana
That is
from the
true.
10% is also adding up. Like quantity alone is what 40 times 7, so 280 mil he's saving
Yeah.
from the
Okay,
ideas.
that's quite a lot.
So I personally, if I would play Shinto in early game, I would go one up for the idea cost, because like in the first 5 techs you have 3 idea groups, so you save lots of mana.
Okay, I feel tip for this guy would be to step up once and start rooting out your corruption, because it apparently has 3.5 corruption, which is not ideal.
3 points. It's a lot.
3.3, yeah. It's not ideal, and you want to step up once so you like make the country a bit more stable and start getting prosperity.
I mean, just root out a little bit. You don't need to root out everything. Also, checked out your rebel situation.
Yeah, I've noticed.
You
that
you can't suppress them at the moment because they're all above 1. So what you want to do is like just force spawn them and move your stack on top of it. So like you kill one rebel stack after one rebel stack. Yes, you lose manpower, you lose money by doing this, but it also allows you to lower maintenance earlier. You can also mothball the fort. You don't need to pay for it. There's no unrest.
And he got plenty of manpower. That's not going to be a problem.
He has quantity ideas, so.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Okay, let's move on to Yu Yang.
Yep.
Which was like semi-refurbished. The nation was like no show, and then another guy joined around 1.5 hour into the session on the nation. So they have been granted a few save edits, but they were stuck with the nobility one that gives or states statutory rights. Yeah, that gives the floor. So he'll be getting a bit in save edits. I'll have to do some calculations about what's reasonable. Haven't done those yet. His nation, he's behind on Miltech, which is a bit worrying, but being allied to both of his neighbors for the time being, I think he's fine. He's losing massively amounts of money. Why is he losing so much money? He's fighting a war against the big China Emperor. Okay.
I mean, it's like the Sun Ming has like 60k troops, so
yeah,
that's the issue.
And you through ways also fighting Sun Ming, but in a different war, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
To be able to
then
take
it looks
200%
fine for him.
land more easy.
Yeah, it looks fine for him then. Yeah, like try to get the Hangzhou node is a really good node.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of value in that node, and the node itself is not good, but there's a lot of value in it, and it flows into Beijing, which is beneficial.
The node is very important because like it gives you the Canton money and part of the Nippon money for Beijing.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not important. It's just not very good to collect it, but there's a lot of good provinces in it as well.
He should definitely siege down Lai Shao with a 3k stack. There's no troops nearby.
Yeah.
Because it's a center of trade, so you get like, lots of money.
Like
and you might even want to take the land for yourself, because yes, we had already coalition war.
Look in the Beijing trade node. Look how much trade power that OPM got.
Even mind it's 40%.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to yeet it, because it's taking so much from you. Buildings, I can't imagine being very built up. Oh, we've got a few buildings in. That's nice.
We got lots of money from the wars in the coalition against.
Makes sense.
We were basically fighting all of China, Japan, and the hordes at the same time.
He's a bit behind on ideas. Estate looks fine. Might want to consider. You have diplo points kind of to spare. Might want to consider accepting some cultures.
If he wants to accept one, it should be Shurchen culture, because the other one are in his.
And maybe Korean as well.
Yeah, but the other ones are the same culture group, so you have reduced Mali.
Yeah, so he should accept Jurchen and Korean culture groups likely. Especially because I think he might be getting more of Korea down the line. Korea is his vassal, so yeah, he should definitely do that. And then just
By the way, Ashikaga was so nice and converted a province for you in Korea. So when you're attacking, what you should do with Korea is don't return the province to Korea, but take it yourself so you can get syncretic faith. Not syncretic faith, they harmonize.
Yeah, harmonize, because you want the 5% ICA from harmonizing Shinto. Yeah, that's really good. So yeah, he'll just have to like suffer the consequences of having the enemy having naval superiority, and hopefully he comes out rather unscratched from this war. He got 10 loans, 2k debt. That's a bit. A few of them are burger loans, but not all.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
his
like
country's his
selling land
country's
3
looking
times.
nice, and there's plenty of AI in this area to go around. And it's gonna be another 50 years until Russia shows up on his northern border. So
Also, he gets like 1.2k from the war he's currently in.
is that what he can take?
Yeah, mix money. It's 1.2k. You can shift right click to get mix.
Ah, there we go.
And like 75% land because he can't take more land. No. Not the stuff in the north. That's a separate piece.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like the Shaanxi and La Shao are convergent.
Oh, so he does like this.
Yeah, he takes 75% land
And
from.
this.
It's like 30 deaf provinces.
Yeah, he got a lot of claims down there as well. That's gonna help him. Okay, wanna move on to your country?
Sure.
Okay, let's see how you're doing. You are faring a bit better in this war. You're not in debt, and you are gaining money. Unlike your ally, maybe he's doing the heavy lifting. It seems.
No. More like that. I wasn't AI controlled for half of the session, and I'm playing the early game very, very greedy. So I'm not surprised that I'm in better state than him. But like, you can check out my Deep Tech. It's Deep Tech 5.
Yeah, you also did the Renaissance.
Yeah. So I got the gold mine, so I got like 5 targets income from that end.
That helps a lot. Your ruler is decent, nice trades, but 3.
I was considering killing him, but my ruler was like 61 or something around that, like way too old. So I didn't want him to die without an heir.
How's your trade set up? I could imagine it's pain.
Garbage.
So you're collecting in Chengdu, and where's your other merchant?
In
Lhasa. Oh, it's in Lhasa. Okay, so you collect. Yeah, okay. Well, you gotta figure something out with that trade. I think Xi'an might be optimal down the line for you.
What we will do is, like, since it's very unlikely that both Yu Yang and me will become Q1, that we just do a trade deal. Like, he collects in Beijing, I get the 2 centers of trade in Human. He gets like most of Hangzhou, Nippon, and Chirin, and like then we can just funnel the trade in Beijing and have it as a de facto end node.
No, yeah, not a bad idea. And like for another 50 years, 60 years, maybe even, there's gonna be no other players over here. So yeah,
hovering over Khmer. Yeah.
Well, my nation is a bit of a hellhole, especially with an average monarch of 6.
Yeah,
this is my total
I know.
average. I've been suffering. I've been suffering so much against just purely AI. Yeah. Let's move.
Wait one moment before I flip over. Check out my morale. I'm very proud of it.
Defender of the Faith, Warrior Culture, and that's your DM military. You went defensive first.
Yeah.
Gui Shro that's your advisor, yes. PP, Emmy Tradition, Prestige, and then 5% from the school.
Yeah. I have morale. I have lots of morale.
Okay,
just need to
let's look
fix
at
my
the
thoughts.
hellhole. Let's look at the hellhole that is my country. Where's the previous leaders list? I'm just gonna show how
Country.
absolutely awful this is. It is currently the previous rulers. So game started in 1444. So this was like I had the 532 for like half a year. Yeah, and then after that, like look at these numbers, totally garbage. So I've been having 0 mana to go around, which is really painful. So
Have
yeah,
you tried to go into a what's it called again? Civil War to get the new ruler?
no, haven't done that yet. I need to get my legitimacy to tank a bit. Yeah, but I'm finally winning against the AI Utaya. Been my big opponent. I got Lang Sang as vassal, and yeah, my country's suffering. I got 4 ideas done total. I am mostly up to date on tech. So yeah, my country's not looking too well. I've been really trying my best to run advisors, and I've been above 50 PP for the most of the game. But yeah, this is painful. My country's not in a good state. I am 2k in debt to kill the AI. Yeah, it's not going too well. My average autonomy is also through the roof at 40%. I've been forced to sell land to not go bankrupt. It has not been a fun experience. And I wanted to go something admin second, but I've had so little admin mana generation that I couldn't like go innovative or eco ideas. I had to go trade second, which is even more painful. Yeah, so this is my country. It's a mess, and I'm not willing to look at it until next week.
Yeah, it's very annoying when you get just shafted by RNG.
Yeah, like I've never had like yeah, of course you get a bad ruler now and then, but like continuously, I've been disinheriting like 10 times this campaign, like constantly, never been experiencing a positive prestige. Okay, let's look at our good friend Benoit here. He's behind a Miltech, but that doesn't really bother him that much. He went quality second. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I would want naval mobile if somebody comes knocking for his islands.
I mean, who?
I don't know. Portugal, maybe. I don't know.
You can sell land. Oh, same with you. You are colonizing. You want the
yeah, yeah,
merchant and
yeah, grand new world charters like tariffs is late game. It might make a bit of money, but at this point, 10% tariffs is literally whatever. It's like
tariffs
that
doesn't
affect you.
matter anymore in this game patch. Like since they got it like in 1.26, I think. So.
And then they establish new world missions you want as well, and then you'll have a bit easier time. I think he was talking about going like resettling onto Australia and forming Australia. Then he does need to. He must not complete more than 4 colonies because then his colonization will form.
There are 2 ways you can do it. Like the neat way, like 3 ways in this case. The neat way is like move your capital to Africa first, and these states are then in a one province state, and then move your capital from Africa to Australia.
Yeah.
Or you can lose all of your like if your capital is the only full court province on your continent, then you can also move it. Or you can do shenanigans with war with losing the capital. What you can do in this scenario is you can you have vessels. You can give the vessels your land.
Yeah. And then you can integrate them.
And then integrate them later. Yes, it hurts you short term a lot. You could also ask, like for example, Khmer to take some stuff from you and then give it back to you. That would also work. There's several ways you can go about this.
And why he really would want this is because his ideas are absolutely garbage in 1.30.6. Like his ideas provide nothing of benefit really.
There are worse ideas out there, but like they're not really good. They don't have any. They have just eco modifiers, simply said, and
I think you want to pick meritocratic recruitment here. I don't know why you're waiting on picking a government reform.
Ah, and the last option is he could what's it called again? Just
release some players
as Australia and then reconquest it. Like give Australia a string of provinces. Like you can grant all of your land away and then play and release and play as Australia, and then form Australia, and you lose all of your cores and recore everything. But yeah, it's doable.
So he want to pick. I think he really wants to pick meritocratic recruitment, and right now he got an available government form. I don't know why he's not picking it. He's 26 over, which is a bit weird. But he want to pick meritocratic recruitment. I think the other twos are not.
Leader cost is great, but
yeah, but he's not gonna fight any player wars, and what he's gonna use a leader for anyway right now.
Just saying, leader cost is great.
Yeah, it is great modifier, especially if you can stack it like if your country's like Afghanistan or something. But in his position, it doesn't really give him much. Yeah, well,
Afghanistan can get to minus 90% leader cost. Well,
and he also took Dip Tech over finishing out Explore Ideas. I don't really know. Yeah, but
Explore Ideas suck. The rest.
Yeah, okay, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to finish those. I see.
You read it? I think the Tech 8 is settle increase. I would need to check. Oh no, it's
Tech 10 is set increase and trade efficiency. Yes.
Yeah, 9 is new boats and colonial range and study technology.
He might have needed the colonial range. Like they both him and Japan worked together to be able to spawn colonialism over here. So they shared maps and tried to stack range.
What he wants to do is, since you have Deep Tech 9 already, you can start to spy on somebody with Miltech 9 to get the 5%
and then get
discount.
Get the discount.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on to the Thunderdome.
Yep. India.
So, for those unaware, Timmy allied some stupid AI nation that QQ was fighting. The AI nation called in Timmy. QQ called in all his allies, and they grabbed a few forts out of Timmy that was really bad for him to lose, like the Kalat fort, and maybe this fort as well. I think they grabbed off of Timmy. Yes.
No, it's you can check out if you go to the diplomatic map mode on.
Okay, he lost a few defensible positions, and that was really bad for Timmy. And now they're going for round 2. So this is Delhi declaring on Timmy, calling in Bengal and Mima, and Vidyanagar and QQ, and Vidyanagar was called in from Timmy. Ottomans declared separately on QQ, and QQ got just unconned. So right now, Timmy is fighting a lot of enemies. There's going to be an interesting war, and it's going to be the last war before the quarters hit in. But let's start to take a look at Bengal and see how he's doing. So he's on the offensive against Vidyanagar and killing some rebels. He is up to date on ideas. A bit behind in admin tech. That could be worrisome. There's a long way to take 10 from this.
The important part is like he is currently fighting, and therefore he is up to date with Miltech. He has full ideas, quality eco, so he has the 10% discipline. He has the 10% ICA from his government reform. He has another 10% from quality, so he's a really good army right now.
Yeah, and that's what he needs.
Yeah, and he already popped the mission, I think.
Well, I'm not going to expert on those missions, but yeah, he's fighting for like control of India. If his side loses this, well, then you're not dead, but your allies are dead, and then you might be dead down the line. So yeah, he's fighting for his dear life, or life of his dear friends.
Yeah, it's like, as you said, it's like a domino. If, for example, Mewar loses that war and gets pieced out for 100% war score, like, of course, there's a good chance that it's still recoverable. But this also means that QQ loses, so QQ can't recover against Ottomans. So
indeed,
it's a chain of
events.
Yeah, exactly.
And they are doing the combat with 25 right now. So his army setup is 26 units with 5 cav, which is a bit weird because he got a lot of ICA. So I think that's a misstep having the cav in this army. Of course, you're not going to stand it
Cav are
now.
better than infantry at the moment. Way better.
Yeah, but he got 10% ICA in traditions.
Yeah, it's 20% ICA against 10% CCA, and
Yeah.
Cav is still better. Like the only issue with Cav is that they are way too expensive. That's the issue, but not.
He just got new infantry at Tech 9. He's not getting new cav until Tech 10.
Yeah, but
I think
the
infantry.
number of pips is one more for infantry. So, and they don't have. Yeah, they don't have the 2 shock pips and 2 defensive shock pips. Like Cav is still great. Cav is always great. Problem is the cost. There's like a few techs you never ever want to touch them. Like I think it's tech 6 for Western, where like infantry is just straight up better, but the cost is the issue at the end of the day.
Also, they should maybe
them
consider
on them.
they should maybe consider gathering together the artillery, so they have a bit more artillery in the army. Because you see, VJ is running 18k artillery in one army, which is really strong, and they have like 4 in 2 different armies. Him and Miwa.
Cannons are expensive. I'm
Yeah,
still not
yeah.
sure if it's
I'm
worth it at this point in
I'm
time.
not saying they should build more. I'm saying that they should like combine it so Miwa is not having his 4 cannons and Bengal is having his 4 cannons, but that they use their 4 cannons together.
You don't
like
want to use the attach button, by the way.
Really, doesn't it? Isn't it? Is it super buggy?
Like you have different arrival dates.
Yeah,
it's like
sometimes
not
they arrive the day before. Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Also, you get like bugged out with a return province, so you can, if you attack a fort, for example, you're suddenly stuck on that fort and you need to siege it down, which can result in stack wipes. So, yeah.
Wait, why does Bengal has 87% Revanchism? Is that because Ottomans killed QQ?
Yes.
So his interest right now is 2.6.
Yes.
And he didn't lose anything from that.
Yes.
What else does it give? Unrest, tax, a lot of tax, a lot of manpower. Oh, this is massive. This is gonna be hurting VJ a lot. And if Meva and Delhi also have this,
all of them get it.
Yeah.
If they all join the QQ war, all of them get it.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. That's gonna hurt. Okay. Well,
number-wise, who is the edge? Yeah, number-wise, they are at head. Like
yeah, they got well another 100
100
troops. Yeah, I don't see VJ and Timmy winning this. Question is who dies most. Is this just gonna be...
the chosen CB is absolutely dog shit. Sorry to say that, but it's the fort in Timurids.
Oh, the lovely mountain fort. Okay, that's gonna be painful.
Yeah.
Like they had a way in the south, and Delhi had. Well, he could have taken the non-fort province of Goma that was blocked up, maybe. But yeah, that's not a good CV.
No, taking a CB up there is the worst thing you can do. Like just take CV. Like CV is not protected by any forts. It's dry lands. You can easily siege it down again. It's hard to defend for Timurids because there's no forts there. If you like, you have a mountain province in front of it. If you just put a stack down there, he needs to fight with -2.
So it's going to be interesting to see. Right now, I'm looking at the Timurids, and well, there's 2 forts separating QQ forces from the Indian forces right now. And if Timmy doesn't push back one of them right now, he's gonna die. Like when these armies meet up, they're gonna have twice his numbers.
Yeah, what is interesting, I think Timmy's moved its capital to Chast. I don't think it's the starting capital.
No, it's not. No, that is something over in the east. Yeah, it is a mountain province, but still, it's going to be painful if the Indians and the Persian or the Iraqians meet up.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, let's take a quick look at Vijanika.
So Bengal, good country. Problem with manpower, but he has infinite of mercs. Good, decent income. looking good.
So Vijayanika is in a golden age.
Okay, he's def warring.
Yeah, he's going all in. Like the day before the previous age ended, both VJ and Timmy fired golden age. They
I was
fired.
considering it too, but like it's worth it.
Oh, that's gonna be painful. His Hindu deity is a trade efficiency and national tax modifier.
And he can't switch it because he doesn't have a slot open.
Yeah, and his ruler is 44, and he doesn't have eco finish, or well, he went quantity first. He's going all in and assaulting a fort. Interesting.
Yeah, it's already quite low. And
oh yeah,
he lost a lot of troops there, and the siege is going on. Okay, he instantly sorted it.
Yeah, he'll be getting that, but he's out of manpower. So was Bengal. Bengal had 3K left, and he's running a lot of mercs, losing 70 ducats a month.
Yeah, but that's you have to he has to consolidate down his normal troops, because even after consolidating down them, he's still 10k in the malus.
Yeah, that's gonna help him a bit because he's fielding 50 over his force limit.
Just doing like this, it changes it from minus 94 ducats, I think, to 50 ducats.
That's
How much
still a
is
lot.
he losing? Yeah, it's he saves 20 ducats.
He's taking a loan every 4 or 5 months, so he got quite a long to go. He can take 60 loans, and he only got 6. So like he's got
with the next admin eco idea, he gets another interest. So
yeah, interesting.
he can
yeah,
sustain
that's gonna help him. Okay, well then he's going deep, but he can keep going for a long time. Yeah, well this is like war he really wants to win, indeed.
Just generally speaking, you want to. Does he have vessels? I don't know.
I think he might have a few.
You want to demand a trade power from your vessels.
Oh yeah.
Vessels are currently bugged out for me, so I can't check.
He also needs to like take a look at all his edicts because he's running a few. Well, I found an institution spreading one, and a lot of manpower, but no defensive edict on the front line.
I mean, yeah. Bless you.
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, the fort situation is cuffed because of zone of control protection and stuff like this.
I mean, it looks like he got a
has a
decent
defensive
fort
line.
Yeah, he got a defensive line, like defensive terrain all over. But he's not. Yeah, like guess you could switch the edict on at the time. But yeah, there's still an institution if spread somewhere that.
Yeah, it's one state in the east.
Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting war. Like, it's hard to comment much more on these countries. They're fighting for the survival, basically. Gonna be interesting to see who comes up on top. Yeah.
The nice thing about BJ is like he has the economy to support his loans, and he has lots of mercs. Like, if you truly go all in, it's not an issue.
The income of me was like half that of BJ's.
Yeah.
I think he can remove the burger loans and take them again. I think that is really something he would want to do. Because this is going to be a costly war. No matter what, you're going to take those loans and just like get them, the 1% ones.
He doesn't want to piss off the chains, but he can fix it by selling land once. Because unhappy chains means increase of interest.
Yeah, but he can sell tiles, and if he wanted to, he could go like take another round of burger loans if he really wanted to. He's not done with eco yet. He still needs 3 ideas, and then he'll get the policy for another 5% discipline. He's running in reinforced speed guy. I don't think that is the correct decision.
No, he has no manpower. Same with you. You want to consolidate down the normal troops, start hiring mercs.
Yeah, he's already on the mercs, but still has a lot of normal.
You want the discipline guy.
Indeed, and his ruler is strict as well. He's gonna have a lot of discipline. He's sick. Okay.
He's sick. Oh, I know it's like a minimal thing, but you kind of want to get a prestige guy to get your
Yeah, well,
prestige up and running.
he's there, and you can take him. He's a level 1 advisor
Yeah.
for 15 ducats. He's running a lot of defensive edicts. Might not want. It's a bit of money.
You want to get rid of clergy privilege to get expansionist zealotry, 45% morale.
Oh yeah, that's a huge oversight. Yeah, yeah, because he's fighting multiple. Yeah, and you even have it open like get rid of oversight by the clergy, and then expansion
Also,
territory should be right there. Yeah.
it's something you can consider. You currently have interest rate of 2.62, which decreases every month. Increases every month
Yeah,
because
increases because you still have
of
the.
lowering revanchism. Depending on how greedy you are, you could take max loans, build all of the good buildings, like probably around 5k or 6k easily, and still have enough money in the bank to fight that war. You can do that if you want to. It's very greedy, but if it pays off, so if you can not if you're not losing the war, then uh you will have like a massive edge over the other.
He can have 96 loans.
Yeah, that's why I'm was thinking
I
about
just
this.
I just took them all. He got 13k in the bank.
So like
Uh,
invest like 3k buy it on inflation first once or more.
for the building cost, yeah.
And no, nope. Wait. Don't tempers. Here's some very nice tempers.
Well, I've already filled out those. Those
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
And then like he can build force limit buildings. He can build
Manpower buildings.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like he can invest like 3k and lose
That's
like
30.
50 ducats, 40 ducats per month then
Yeah.
after the buildings finish. You will be able to take even more loans because the buildings increases your
But then the revenues might have gone up. Oh, it's only a year. Like building
yeah.
buildings that give money. Yeah, it's only a year, and then revenues barely went up. Yeah.
Especially if he sells land. No, he can't get the chains loyal, sadly. So
Yeah.
it's
Oh. Well, ideas is looking decent. Tech is behind a bit behind the admin and dip, but whatever. He's up to date on mill. Yeah. Well, his country is looking decent, and he could do that.
he basically has to 1v2 2v1 with Chenega. Bengal and Meva are fighting with Chenega, while Delhi and QQ is fighting Timurids.
Yeah, and Delhi and Kyoko is winning. Like they got 2 mountain forts left to take, and when those falls, well, when one of them fall, Tim is in big trouble. When either Bam or Fasa falls, then Tim is in trouble because they can unite their armies. So Bengal, nice income, losing 27 ducats a month.
You mean Delhi?
Yeah, Delhi, yeah. Like there's nobody in this alliance that's not committing. He didn't get the Varantism, which is sad for him.
Yeah, I think he's not allowed to.
He dishonored call to arms.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not what
that's
you want.
Stupid because that's a massive prestige hit.
Yeah, and you don't get the Varantism.
You want to press the Save the Burning World button for the +3 missionary strength. Very important.
Yeah, especially because he's converting a shitload of provinces.
Yeah, he has to convert so much. He has expansionist territory. He can take loans. So yeah.
And he's almost finished with eco. What does eco quantity give? Manpower recovery speed and land forcing. It's not bad.
The force limit is relevant, but the rest isn't. He's not even at force limit, and he probably can't even support his force limit with normal troops.
141. Crazy. Yeah, like he could maybe hire a few more mercs.
He has 650 death.
It's massive.
And he built already regimental camps. So his nation is very well built. Like he has the money buildings, most of them. He has a lot of regimental camps. He has a few barracks already. So it just waits for Tech 10 admin tech to be able to perform punch up.
Yeah. I heard what was in voice, and he was like, "Can we please wait killing before going to roll until I form Punjab?" But then the world wanted otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the nation looks good. Not much to comment on except that he cannot fill his force limit and that he should never have declined that call to arms.
I have to read for one moment. Oh, I don't need to. I was thinking he doesn't have the monthly military power.
Oh,
But he has it. But he has it.
Yeah, because it can both be nobility and Rajputs. So. Yeah. Well, let's move on to Timmy and see how he's doing. So Timmy is getting invaded in the south, big time.
Timurids, I give you a pro tip. Don't try to flip Shia while at war. They can't enforce the rich than you while at war, and occupied provinces means lower loan cap because less total income.
Is he trying to flip Shia? What
Yeah.
war?
If you go to the, he's currently converting a Shia province with no maintenance, and his Shia stats are at 30%. I don't even know.
Yeah, well, that's not might not be optimal. Those. Yeah. Well, okay.
You can demand some trade power from your vessels. Might want to do that.
Yeah.
You have expansionary territory. That's nice.
Got very low crown land for being at war.
Yeah, but like, it's fine.
And he still has his missions fired in the previous war from the previous war. Yeah, 4 years left of missions.
Yeah.
He got 110k.
You fire both of them.
So like he needs to desperately like try to knock off QQ and Delhi like one at a time.
Yeah.
Try to prevent them from uniting.
His
and
force
pray
limit
that
is surprisingly low.
Come again?
His force limit is surprisingly low.
Yeah. Delhi
he has less force limit than Delhi, and he has like 80 def more.
He didn't build a single regimental camp.
Yeah, that explains it.
Nor did he build any manpower, or he built a few product workshops and a few tax buildings. Yeah, but like you just need to hold on for dear life and hope VJ pulls out a miracle against Meva and Bengal, and like try to starve off QQ.
Put on defensive edict on bomb.
Oh,
you can turn off the def cost ones. You have an uneven gold mine.
Oh, that's gonna get punished. Is that the one up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, punished.
Uzbek died.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened, but he's not playing anymore. As far as I know, I just saw him like going east and like expanding aggressively, and then I just saw every thing he took was just occupied by rebels for 10 years.
Yeah,
and noticed the player was no longer in the nation. Yeah, so like nation needs to hold on for their life, and hopefully he can hold off Delhi and QQ until VJ pulls out a miracle. Else he's likely gonna lose a lot in this war. I could imagine QQ just taking 100% because they lost so much against Otto.
Not necessarily 100%. They will for sure take the two mountain forts.
Take the Jalalabad and
Ghazni.
Yeah, maybe
because it basically opens the gates towards the drylands and like no mountain stuff, and like the rest of the land probably goes towards QQ with taking the Fasa fort, I guess, and the Yasu fort.
Yeah. He's making big bank and trade, of course he is. Running discipline advisor. He got a 1 mil ruler, but he's up to date.
Yeah, he has at least he's a scholar.
Yeah, and he needs to get the next admin idea that's gonna help him with dev warring.
Yeah.
And he popped Golden Age as well. Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting to see who wins this. Like, I have no clue.
My bet is on Meva, Delhi.
Yeah, they'll likely win. But like QQ is like I moved on to QQ now and look at the diplomatic map mode. Like he lost so much land to Ottomans. What the hell?
Yeah, it's like 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 3, 3, 6, 7, 13, 6.
But those are provinces that can be developed up to 10 and build 3 buildings in. And he's not getting those, and he doesn't have any defensible position at all.
It's the good Iraq stuff. That's the problem.
Yeah,
and
like
it's always a nightmare to defend that land because you simply don't have fort. Like the best fort you can have is like flat lands with river crossing.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, Sinja, the one that's already fought in. Yeah. So he like needs to expand, like whatever. Like he's likely gone for if he doesn't get a lot of land in this war.
Holy smokes!
What's up?
He's losing more than 1 loan a month.
He's not playing around.
He is 300% over his force limit.
He can hold what? He got 2 years left.
No, he has more left.
He
has
already
40 loans. So are there?
He got 28, so he can take 39 more loans. That is maybe 3 years. 3 years.
Yeah. So Timmy hold for 3 years and hope that nobody bankrolls QQ.
Yeah.
Or like, I would even consider kicking a great company because just those 21k reduces it down to 127 ducats. So you're saving 100 ducats for having not a 21k merc stack.
The Grand Company.
Yeah.
Like I think he should like take the Fasa fort, and then with Delhi and troops, when you and Delhi can unite, I think he should scale down then, because like if he doesn't get Fasa fort, then it's gonna be a pain to get like.
Also, I would already take max loans because of down-ticking revanchism.
Yeah, and there's also rebels starting to occupy stuff in the northern of country. That's not even your rebels. That sucks. That's actually Ottomans, Timmy rebels, right?
No, Pipas.
Yeah, which is Timmy. Yeah. Pipas is Battle of Timmy. So, but country is decent with ideas. Oh, he doesn't have the debt and loans yet, and interest in economic ideas. Yeah, he's losing massive money, and he's just doing whatever he can.
He gets it in 2 years, so.
He's running his ruler strict. He got a disciplined advisor. Yeah, well, he's doing everything he can, and if it doesn't succeed, then he's dead.
Yeah.
He's gonna go bankrupt, and Ottomans will come knocking again for another suite. Nice war.
Even if he wins, he needs a new alliance network, because like he probably needs an Ethiopia alliance.
Yeah, that is his saving grace against Ottomans.
Especially since I have no idea what the terms are between Ethiopia and Ottomans, because like yes, the Alexandria is under Ethiopia control.
Yeah, I've noticed.
For the holy side, but I have no idea.
So Ethiopia is likely also getting the holy side up somewhere up in. Like Ottomans just likely giving him the holy sites, and then they cool, I guess. Yeah. Well, let's move to Ethiopia, and then let's save Ottomans for Europe tour.
Yeah. Down towards Africa. Ethiopia, the behemoth called Darth.
Yeah, and he like had amazing mana generation nearly entire game. So he started off with the 655 ruler that lived until 1479, and then he got a 354 ruler from then. Like he's been having so much more mana than me. This is disgusting.
Yep.
And he's been putting it to good use as well. The gold mines in the area already running 334 advisors and managing to stay above 50 PP.
Yes.
Expanding, like he already have all of Madagascar. What the? No, that's
Yes.
a lie.
He has
Nope.
only 72 death clicks, but keep in mind as how small Ethiopia starts and how much land he owns now.
Yeah, like
that's
even
massive
Madagascar
amount
is his vassal.
of. You might want to enforce religion of one of your vessels
for the age bonus.
For the age bonus, exactly.
But then again, they're both unloyal at the moment, and you can't do that when they're unloyal.
You can just stop trade on
Right,
Arden, for example.
Yeah, he's going into Arabian Peninsula. He's allied with Katara. I don't think they can stay allied though. With the maybe not. And a few of my ideas were slightly buffed in the mod.
They're good.
So now they are okay. So it's higher. Yeah, well, not much to comment on. We can just move on to Katara, I guess.
And he's Coptic with 3 out of the 5 holy sites. He has the 10% morale, 10% manpower carry speed, the missionary strength. Can get legitimacy and CCC.
So Katara already cut off Portugal from the Cape.
Yep.
I guess he didn't bother to reroll since he wanted the coastline, I guess.
The trade goods down there are absolutely dog shit.
So. He can get gold down there, right?
Yeah, but it's a 5% chance.
There's 5% chance for gold, and else just want like
it's 40% livestock, 18% grains, 17% fish, wool, slaves, and then you have like 8% good trade goods. It's not worth it.
Like you want the food, or you definitely don't want the slaves. That is. I talked with Pensions myself. Like he said, he doesn't want a slave, so I guess he just like went all into secure the Cape from other people, and then just gonna re-roll the interior of Africa.
He needs one more province to colonize. That's the
he can't
Isaro no Gondo. No idea what it's called. Yeah, that one. And then colonize the islands. Oh, he's already. How many colonies does he have?
He got 3 colonies right now, and he's running 3 colonies.
6 colonies. He's running 6 colonies.
Well, I'm looking at colonies. Where's colonies?
No. Colonies.
Oh yeah. I see. Yeah, he's running 6 of them. Oh, madman. He's paying 40 ducats for colonies.
I mean, a man on a mission. He needs like 1, 2. Bless you.
Yeah, thanks.
He needs to colonize 2 more provinces in the Indian Ocean, and then Portugal is basically blocked out of the Asian trade for a long time.
Yeah, Portugal made it to Benguela, and he's also mopping up Congo right now, which is going to be nice for him. Finally get the region under control.
Yeah.
And like we can already let's take a quick look. He's almost finished with quantity. His status looks fine.
I like the
he got a bit of merchant
quantity policy, by the way. It's land force limit and settler growth.
So, yeah, that's decent. He's massively behind on mill, but as long as Ethiopia is not killing him, he should be fine.
I don't think that there's a reason for Ethiopia to kill him, but you never know.
Yeah, but they are allied, so I don't think so. Let's move on to Mali got killed by Morocco, so let's take a look at Morocco.
To be precise, Mali killed itself.
Okay,
Morocco only wanted the Black Guard modifier and then peace out, and Mali blocked him of getting the Black Guard modifier, and so Morocco did a death war. And Morocco won. That is the TD.
Yeah, you need to conquer Timbuktu, and then you can and El Badi Palace, and then he just needs regimental camps.
Yeah.
And he would be the strongest trade power in Timbuktu. And well, he fought Mali, and it seems like he won. Did he go bankrupt? No, it doesn't look like it.
He went bankrupt.
Oh, he did.
As far as I know.
He already got defensive, and Inuit he has finished for policy with 5 death cost, 10% fort defense, and negative 10% fort maintenance. He can, even with Iberia being such a shithole this game, he can reform Andalusia down the line.
I don't think that this will happen.
Okay, well, I have no clue about European diplomacy in this game, but he could potentially do that.
It's. I mean, his income is nice. Unifying the Western Africa, Mali, and that stuff gives you also like a quite good power base. The problem is like the deving down there is kind of shitty because it's like plus 15% everywhere, but it could be worse.
Yeah, and he like Portugal helped him fire the Black Guard, so he's like not gonna kill them.
Like that he spawned the Pirate Republic.
He did do that, and I guess that is waiting a shitload of people. Yeah, well, let's look at buildings. That looks fine. Hasn't started with the mental camps, but got a lot of production buildings.
I don't know if he already did it, but he might want to flip into inflation guy to get the radical reforms.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Generally speaking, like if you can do it, like you should do it.
Yeah, there's no inflation guy though at the moment, so. I think Tripoli was player.
Player, yeah.
We see that.
Player vessel of Chimchi.
Oh, isn't it of Naples?
Yeah. I like the Chad having not a single fort in all of his land. Chimchi the same. He has 1 fort.
What do you need fort for? Especially mountain forts; those are very overrated. DMD got more forts. I count 2 forts in DMD's land. 3 forts.
2. One is a capital fort. The other one, Rome has a fort, and Messina starts with a fort, but he didn't build a fort.
No.
Especially the Molise is an awesome fort because it's a river crossing penalty with mountain. So you basically always want to build that fort. Same with the Kef fort in Tunis, because it covers like 4 tiles. So it's an awesome fort.
That's a nice fort as well. But yeah, his overlord is friendly with Morocco and Milan, but that might change. So nation is, well, it's a subject and it's lagging a bit in ideas. Nearly up to date on tech, and estates is completely garbage. You really want to look at these estates. Get the mana points from Mill. You're getting the admin mana points. Get the mana points from Diplo. You still have a lot of crownland to do. Like, look what there's like.
You also want the
cost.
No, supremacy over the crown from nobilities to make everybody happy.
Yeah, also that one, and then you wanna like press the shiny buttons up here. They can give you money. They can give you other nice stuff. Press them.
If you're not sure about how to do with the states, you can just ask in tavern. Then enough people who will help you.
Yeah, indeed.
It's generally speaking to everybody.
Yeah, like the middle button here will give you like 3 options. Usually you can find one of them. It's quite doable. This one here, you just need to convert a province and you get a half price advisor. That one is really easy to get. Yeah, so you really want to do fix your estates and hire some more advisors. You have a lot of money in the bank and you don't need to pay for your troops right now, or you're gonna get rebels soon.
Yeah.
Actually, if he does manage autonomous rebel suppression, he might not get them.
No, it's much.
It's still a bit okay. Maybe if he increases that as well, that's too.
No.
Yeah,
not worth it. Oh,
Okay,
also
well,
is Protestant? The fuck? Sorry.
well, Naples is Protestant.
Yeah, but
But what? I don't blame the guy.
in theory, what he could do is like ask
You want him to flip your
Chimchi to give
body?
him the same ruler dynasty.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. After his current ruler dies, because no, yeah, he gets a Tristane Nippos. If you want to do the subject game, and then as Tripoli, you become independent. You can form Tunistan, and then you Nepos PUs you, because then you get rid of the 50% dev cost for for vessels.
Oh, interesting. Alternatively, he could also ask for 2 provinces of Morocco, and he could flip Ibadi.
No, it's not worth it.
Even with reverse defender of the faith.
I doubt it. Like the thing is if you really want to do the loyal vessel play, I would just do the PU's thing instead.
That would be cursed, but yes, I guess you could do it.
I mean, I did it with McDivida already. It was quite fun.
Okay,
Having
well,
a player PU.
let's put a bit of speed on this. Let's go to Moscow and look how he's doing. He's number 1 great power, or number 1 an overall strength, also number 1 great power.
Who is the second one? It's like Timurets? I forget.
In overall strength, I'm just gonna
No, from OS core in Skanderbeg. I mean, we all know that that is kind of scuffed, because even Charmin said it's scuffed. It's Muscovy, then Timurets, and then Estelia. So Muscovy is on par power-wise.
Yeah, it's Muscovy, Timmy, Delhi, Ethiopia, Hungary. That's the big guys. Yeah, and he got his good friend visited on Viasan. He's allied to all his neighbors. He's going aggressively east, and he's not that far away from forming Russia. So Asia people have to like take care of, also be neighboring this behemoth later.
Yeah, as it currently stands, I will get the trade centers in human.
Okay.
And
well, be careful with this behemoth because it's massive.
I mean, he can run into my land and suffer like +2 attrition per month.
Yeah,
I have no
but
problem.
What
with
if he has so much manpower he doesn't give a fuck?
Oh, it's the not the manpower which is the issue. It's the cost for reinforcement. That's the issue. Because
Well,
he's
right now
Russia
he's
and his income is basically shit till he gets trade ideas.
Yeah, well, right now he's already making decent income. Of course, he's not building a really big army. But it's going to be interesting to see what he does.
Yeah.
Estonia is a vassal of Sweden, and Pskov is a vassal of his. And I know for a fact that he'll never fight the guy in Ryazan.
I mean, isn't Ryazan his... Oh, it's his ally. Okay.
Yeah.
He could try to go for a PU on him.
Yeah, that might be interesting, actually. Yeah, he should consider doing that. And yeah, he's allied to Sweden, but that is likely to drop because he's moving into Q1, and I think he want to stay allied to Ryazan. Yeah, well, Nation looks fine. Is he getting all the mana? He's getting all the mana. He's up to date on Will, starting to fill out ideas. Yeah. I could imagine he's also started to build buildings.
Yeah, he already.
Yeah, and he got the construction cost, dev cost one, so he only costs 80 ducats per building.
I have to read for a moment.
Okay.
Dear Mr. Muscovy, fix your freaking Cossacks. You don't have the prime herding rights, which is +25% manpower in steppe provinces.
And you don't have the
dev cost, which is even more important.
Yeah, he got the Cossack self-governance.
Yeah.
And Cossack land rights, but I guess he needs the... he's way over gov cap. Okay, he needs those, but...
It doesn't really matter. As soon as he forms Russia, it's fixed.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Is he focusing? Yeah, he's focusing admin.
Yeah, he's also doing an admin group. So there's that. Like the being over gov cap it's a nuance because it's just like 24% advisor cost, and the rest simply doesn't really matter at this point in time. The AE impact doesn't matter. The step cost modifier, okay, it's admin.
In multiplayer, it's really the only thing that's annoying with the multiplayer is advisor cost.
Yeah.
Maybe you also want to like take a look at your fort line at one point in the future, because right now it looks lackluster, even with your allied VSN.
Ports in Russia are always an agony. Yeah.
Yeah, but like you got so much land of the land already. You could like build a single fort down towards Timmy, and then that's at least cut off. Yeah. But yeah, well, there's no more comments here. Like, country's looking great.
Let's go to Ryazan.
Yeah, I'm already on it. Ryazan is ridiculously behind in ideas, which also kind of makes sense because it was AI controlled and maybe had to ditch ideas. I don't know.
Yeah, most likely. I doubt that an AI starts with eco and then picks quality ideas.
And he's not getting mill points because apparently the AI looks to have blocked him out of that. He's also not getting he's not getting any mana from the states. Like no mana from the states. At least he's running advisors. And he's got his big friend that can support him, and he's been expanding quite a lot. He's up to date on Miltech, and the other is lacking, which is fine.
I like that he lost Ryazan proper.
Yeah, well, I think he lost that prior to the the war, and now he just like went down there. And then he's likely might want to fight Poland down the line so he can form Lithuania.
Ryazan ideas are nice.
Like, yeah, they're quite nice.
Like they're not that great. It's like it has a nice mix of everything, which is nice.
Yeah, you get a bit of quality and a bit of manpower and some useful stuff.
It's 5 ice 8, 10% morale, 50% manpower, 25% force limit.
Yeah,
manpower, recovery speed. Like they're nice. And also the flag is awesome.
Let's look at Ottomans and see how he he had his death war with Mamluks, and see how he's doing now. No manpower. He of course just gained a shit ton of territory. And look at his ruler. Look at that name. Look at which guy is still ruling his fucking country.
That guy's
it's
old.
amazing.
With like awesome traits.
He's been having so much money, mana of the sky. I'm so envious.
Yeah, envious about everybody who has average rulers already.
Yeah, well, this is just painful. He managed to get the mana, the rest of the mana privileges after his death war, which is nice for him.
You might want to sell
one advisors. Made I think that might be a good idea. And yeah, you're gonna have a shit ton of rebels. Just kill them all and chill. Start to build up your country.
Yeah.
You have a lot of troops. You can even reduce autonomy everywhere in your country. I think that would be advisable.
You have some awesome workshops to build.
Yeah, and like just increase autonomy everywhere. Like kill the rebels. You have the troops for it.
The thing is this, for example, the rebels you have in QQ land just got.
Yeah.
You can't. He can't lower that at the moment because.
Yeah, I know.
It's bugged. He can lower it in 4 provinces, but like after you finish the core there, it doesn't really matter if you lower autonomy or not, because the rebels respond either way. Lowering them and then killing them just means that you get more out of your land sooner for the same cost. Namely, you have to deal with the rebellion either way. So just lower the autonomy if the rebels didn't spawn. If the rebels already spawned and you have to deal with other rebels, you can consider not doing it. But generally speaking, if they haven't spawned yet, just lower autonomy.
Half of Europe doesn't like him. Look at his enemies.
He
got different rivals.
It's Ottomans.
Interesting. Okay, well, did he start to build up yet? Only a slight bit. Yeah.
He should sell land and start spamming out those manufacturers workshops.
Yeah, maybe should he take indebted to the merchant guilds and start spamming them out? Maybe.
Oh, I wouldn't. I dislike it when you take debt to build stuff because usually it's not worth it from the interest rate because to be
But like
it
indebted
should
to the
be
merchant guilds, that'll give him 2k ducats. You can build 20 workshop of that.
the thing is this: you take a loan. If you want to build something with a loan, the production income increase needs to be higher than the interest rate.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm not sure if it's the case here because the buildings are like 0.10,
Ah, yeah,
and
okay.
like he is paying 4 ducats interest with 1%.
Okay,
So he
I
needs
see
to
what you.
get like more than 4 ducats out of
Yeah,
the loan.
and he's not doing that. Okay, yeah,
1.36 because
yeah. Well,
I can't do math today.
let's move on. Ottomans is looking fine. Trade setups, yeah, looking decent. I think you still might want to steer from Crimea instead of Aleppo. But else looks fine.
Of course, steer from Aleppo because instead of course, steer in Crimea instead of Aleppo because
Yeah,
Aleppo always flows into you.
yeah, that was what I said, and I also told him last time. Let's look at Poland. So Poland was in a bit of a rough state. They had quite a hefty war against Teutons. Now they're looking decent. They are allied to Silesia, Sweden, and Muscovy. That is bound to change. He got the Polish things. I don't know about Polish what is called estate thing. I don't know what's up with this, but
On Liberty,
yeah,
that's basically a thing you get with Polish culture and elective monarchy.
yeah, and
It's
he
in
also
vanilla.
took
It's 50% national manpower,
yeah,
and it's God. You want to revoke the Nisova privilege. It's
yeah.
plus
That
5%
seems
cost.
painful. He got the Cossack stuff. I don't know how many steps he has, but
Looks like Poland will attack Hungary next session.
it could look like it. Isn't that? But that is claims from missions, right? No, that's fabricated claims.
No. That's from his estates.
Well, might be. He's a bit behind in ideas compared to his neighbors.
He is very far behind, and he has very high autonomy. It's 32 average autonomy.
And he's also behind in Miltech.
Lower all that stuff. You just fought the rebels. Agony. You have to lower the autonomy. Seriously, way too high.
Yeah.
Instead of raising it.
And you should not go to war because you're behind on Miltech, and yeah, that's not good for you. So
Ouch.
don't go to war.
He gets a plus 10% tech cost penalty for 14 more years. So it's plus 15%.
Okay. This is
Also collect in Krakow instead of steering towards Baltic Sea.
He's steering to Baltic Sea, and he's only collecting 1.8 ducats there. He's transferring more out of it. Yeah. Collecting Krakow, and steer from Pest to Krakow.
Yeah.
Oh, he moved. He must have moved his primary trading city to Danzig.
Yeah, he did.
Like if he goes and yeah, he could ask Danzig to divert trade.
Oh, isn't he doing it?
No, he's not doing that.
Do it.
That might actually help it a bit to compete with Swedish trade in the region.
I mean, yes, they are disloyal, but
yeah, just
nothing.
Like
you're losing
money.
Yeah, you're losing probably a tenth of your income because you probably double your income.
Yeah, I don't think he
How is the
built
share in Danzig?
any income.
Danzig has more trade share in Baltic Sea than you with 41. So you will double your trade income just by doing that alone. And then collecting in Krakow will increase you, give you like another ducat. So you will have like 5 ducats from trade then, I guess, something around that line.
Well, it's gonna help him definitely. Okay, let's look at Hungary. Tag Hungary, no debt. It's a paper controller. It seems like.
That's a nice income.
Yeah.
Oh yes, 2 gold mines. Kick.
Nice force limit as well. Did finish out both quality and eco. Is up to date on tech, except he's like 10 mil points behind on Miltech. Yeah, no comments. Really?
Great nation. Does he have the? He doesn't have the black army. That did he lose it?
I don't think he got it. I think they talked something about that he didn't never. The event never fired.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't really know what his plans are right now, but he's allied to Austria, Ottomans, and Milan, and
Yeah,
this was going to change.
A strange Baltic hackbox.
Yeah, well, it's gonna change with quarters. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in Eastern Europe. Yeah, nation is well managed, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna move on to Silesia now, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be as well managed.
Silesia?
Silesia, which is
that's Bohemia, if I'm not mistaken.
That's Craft Bohemia. Yeah.
He took Silesian ideas for the eco modifiers.
But you're getting 0 mil stuff from these.
Yeah, but Bohemian ideas are like even worse.
So you think he's gonna form?
He can form Saxony.
He can form that, right?
He just needs to flip Saxon culture.
And then he forms Saxony.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna have decent.
And I think he needs 99 diplomatic power to flip into Saxon culture.
So. Oh, it's already his. Yeah.
He did a lot of converting. So the eco modifiers are great. Like he's paying 50 ducats for his workshops. He has 50% construction cost at the moment.
And he also flipped Orthodox.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's move on. Let's move to Sweden and see how they're doing.
Sweden.
So they got Estonia under their control. They got most of Denmark and Norway under their control. Lübeck is still around. Is west of Brunswick. Okay. So he likely made a deal with Brunswick to just. Oh, Brunswick is getting all the trade in Lübeck.
No idea. I mean, Wolgast is under control of Silesia.
Yeah.
And Lübeck is under control of Brunswick.
Yeah, so he got no control in Lübeck trade node, even though he has Østjylland and Sjælland.
Like he gets another center for trades from Denmark.
Yeah.
And then he has like 18% share. You can always build a trade fleet to collect there. But like collecting both in Baltic as in Lübeck is perfectly fine.
So Nation, did you get the army thing? No, not yet.
One thing, Muscovy just left the institution.
Wait, did Muscovy develop colonialism?
Yeah.
And England apparently developed it as well.
No. England has.
Did they already
England
get
has
the event?
has a coronation, I think.
Yeah, but did they already get the event in the meantime to happen for like 10 years or something for that? Oh, well, it definitely didn't do it. I think it developed it in Hull. Look at Hull development.
Yeah, that could be.
That is very likely. He is Catholic. I don't think he wants to stay Catholic, does he?
I have
He's
no idea.
up to
Honestly,
date on ideas, and he's almost up to date on tech. Looks like his states looks fine as well. Running good level advisors. Got a weird last name on his king. Yeah, well, no more comments. Let's look at Brunswick.
is good. Brunswick. Did Brunswick lose lands?
I don't think so.
Because it's tiny.
Well, they did take Lübeck, so like they got three nations sharing this small area: Cologne, Frankfurt, and Brunswick.
Yeah.
And he got Lübeck, and I don't know what's going up with Magdeburg. It's likely they made some kind of border deal in this area. I hope for them at least.
Sooner or later, like Burgundy is surviving and having Switzerland, a Milan, a Frankfurt, a Cologne, a Brunswick,
Switzerland is not a
Bohemia,
player.
Austria.
Swiss is not a player.
Okay, then Burgundy, Frankfurt, Cologne, Brunswick, and Silesia. Holy smokes!
Yeah, somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, probably two players will die.
Yeah, so depends on who allies who.
Yeah,
right now, Frankfurt and Silesia and Brunswick is allied.
The
Cologne
big problem
is...
with Brunswick is his military ideas are all backloaded.
Yeah, but how far is he from forming Hanover?
It's Tech 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he just needs Tech 10 and click the button. Okay.
Yeah, he is at least fully built up. Nearly fully built up.
Yeah.
So there's that.
And Cologne has allied Burgundy. But Burgundy has way too many allies for quarters coming in. She can't stay allied to like Cologne, France, and England. Somebody must drop on that list.
So Cologne can also form Westphalia. Can form Westphalia, but he needs Niederhesse for it.
Okay. Cologne.
So he's basically stuck with those ideas till he either kills off Frankfurt or Frankfurt kills off him.
Yeah.
He has a similar issue as Brunswick because the military modifiers are at the end.
Yeah.
He is a theocracy, so he got the 10% more of armies. And what religion is he? He is Catholic, so he can pick the expansionist cell tree to be able to get the 5% morale.
Yeah. And his ideas, he's even further from completing he's far away from completing eco.
I mean, Brunswick is as far away. Well, Brunswick is eco 2.
Oh, okay.
And
So
Cologne has eco 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's closer than them. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting HOE. Like, somebody's going to die here.
Somebody has to die, realistically speaking.
And Burgundy is also an interesting part here. Like, France is going big down south. What happens the day France... Like Quarters is going to change this up because Burgundy going to have to drop one or two of his allies. And if it drops Cologne, I think Cologne is just dead.
We can check it out. Where is the game information?
I have the game info here. So
Burgundy is Q3. Muscovy is France is Q2.
Yeah.
And England is Q3. Is it Q3? No.
Did I forget England?
England is Q4.
Did I forget England on the list?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna check.
England has 84.
Okay, then England is Q3, right?
Yeah, England is Q3. So Burgundy can be allied to France and England, but can't be allied to
Cologne. Yeah, so Burgundy has to drop.
No, he can be allied to Cologne. Cologne is Q4.
So you can, but he can't be allied to both France, England, and Cologne at the same time, right?
He can.
Okay, well,
Cologne is. Wait, did you miss Cologne too? You did. missed Cologne too. I missed it. Sorry. So Cologne is Q3. So no, he has to break with one alliance. Burgundy has to break with one alliance.
But Silesia, Frankfurt, and Brunswick can stay allied.
There's a good chance that the England alliance breaks because that makes little sense. So yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on to Frankfurt.
Yep.
Oh, maybe just a showdown of mod chat that on stream. That's not good. Maybe I have to edit. I don't even know how to edit videos. That is problematic. Frankfurt. Estates are all right, up to date. Like all ideas done. All tech up to date. I guess that's Republic for you.
Yeah.
666.
Frankfurt has the exact same issue as Brunswick and Cologne. Last
no way.
possible is at the end. Military stuff is at the end. He has good military stuff, and he has the 5% interest banner. I think he can't form anything.
Franconia, maybe.
Yeah, that would be possible, but for that he would need to culture flip.
Do you need Franconian culture to form Franconia?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's close. If he takes Thuringia and then maybe converts a province or two, culture flips, he might be able to do it.
Yeah, Franconian ideas are quite decent, actually. I think you want to do
I
that.
can't remember them. Let me look them up.
20% national manpower, negative 10% AE, 0.3 yellow Republican tradition, 10% trade efficiency, 20% fort defense, 10 CCA, 10 production efficiency, 1 prestige, negative 5 development cost, negative 10 advisor cost, and discipline to finish it off.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, well, they're better than Frankfurt ideas.
I don't know. Not gonna
lie. He's getting a lot of nice stuff. He's still having the Republican tradition.
The difference is like you trade 5% discipline for 10 morale, which is for most the same power level wise. You lose 20% manpower, that's true, but you gain the 5% interest banner, the 0.5.
But he also got a dev cost and advisor cost and fort defense.
5% advice, 5% dev cost is like.
It all piles up. Like I'd switch to Franconia if I was him.
It's what I wanted to say is like it's not a clear cut better idea group.
It's not clear cut. It's not like.
For example, if you could form Switzerland is straight up better.
Yeah, then he has to snake a lot down there and like to do. Austria has a big bank, and is almost built up.
Are you already at Austria? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking in my own game because I only have one monitor.
Yeah, I at the moment I only have one monitor as well. It's a bit agony. I'm used to having two.
Yeah, same.
Oh, you're also not at home. That's correct.
I'm at home, but I have only one.
Okay. Well, no real comment on Austria. States looks to be fine. Moved his trade to Venice. They did get the development cost from the HOE, so that's fine.
You might want to build a fort in Friaul. Oh, you have the Treviso fort.
Yeah, you got Treviso fort.
Yeah. Thinking about like his.
He's allied to Hungary, but his capital is a bit vulnerable.
Yeah, it's lean.
Like if you really want to be more safe, you should maybe move to Venice or something, Friaul or something. Yeah.
I would consider going for Switzerland. Because
well, Germany formation is quite far off, and Switzerland is the easiest.
Yeah, but because like you basically can't do anything with your mission tree.
Yeah, that's also
And
stated. That's a single player Mission 3 almost exclusively.
so forming Switzerland and getting the morale for free, the 4 defense, the advisor cost, like, that's good. And also, I don't know what deals you have with the players, but it's also decent land. Yes,
Yeah.
it's mountains and stuff, but like it's
And like
still
there's a lot of
free
farm.
draft.
There's like South Germany has a lot of decent land, and there's like
Yeah, I'm talking about Switzerland.
yeah, I know. Yeah, that might be a good idea to like form Switzerland.
Because Swiss has
But
awesome ideas.
and yeah, like I think you will likely see some player wars. Like AI is really running out. Like soon there's no more AI left.
France can chill. France has still
yeah,
Iberia to eat, and
Burgundy, Cologne, Frankfurt, Brunswick, Austria, Milan. These guys are almost out of AI.
basically the HRE plus the surrounding. For example, Muscovy has no issue at all, like going further east. Ryazan has stuff to build up and eat with the Great Hordes and Crimea.
Yeah.
Hungary can just chill on death. He doesn't need any land. He wants to build up. Poland, basically same thing. Silesia is also perfectly fine. Needs to flip culture for Saxony. Still wants to integrate stuff and there's a little bit of AI left. Brunswick desperately needs more land. Frankfurt desperately needs more land. Brunswick, Cologne presently
desperately needs more land. Yes, indeed.
Thanks. And then you have like big strong Burgundy.
Yeah, I'm moving on to Milan, and they are looking fine on estates. They are still Catholic as well. They're almost finished with the 2 first idea groups, which is wonderful.
I wouldn't stay Catholic in this mod.
Yeah. He got army reform running for another 8 years.
They got it 2 years ago. Int.
Who's his allies?
Just saying, France doesn't have any forts in the south.
No, no. Blue Arc. If this was Blue Arc France, you would know there would be forts here. Yeah, and he even has spy network on France. Might be something in the gunner. Ruler, he's approaching the Republic. Is he focusing admin? No, he's still in Republic.
Oh god, he's a strict ruler too.
Yeah, but he's 65. So he's gonna die soon, and he's gonna be like the new one.
No, maybe. I think he will be able to get another 8 years out of him.
If he's lucky. And he's making the big money that a trade note. It's even gonna go big up from this. It's only gonna go up.
I will say it again. Dear ladies and gentlemen, for all of those who want to play Republic, don't pick Republicanism. It's worse than what's called political dynasties.
Are you sure you don't want the National Unrest negative one? That is really good. You're correct.
No, the reason is on average, a political dynasty A makes you more mana, and B, because of the Republican tradition events as the possibility to strengthen government to get Republican traditions, you never ever have basically problems with Republican tradition. Heck, even mathed it out, it's you make more Republican tradition by gaining the +1 random ruler bonus. So please just pick political dynasties and stop picking republicanism. It only makes sense to pick republicanism if you can get a yearly Republican tradition gain from 2. So then you have like perma re-elections and they don't need to care anymore. So rant over.
Okay, well, we'll move on to Burgundy and see how they're doing.
Naples.
Oh, Naples, yes.
TMG.
TMG.
Why no buildings?
The fort in Molise. Build a fort in Molise.
Just build the workshop there, please.
Does he have any buildings at all? Plus
Little.
47.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He has also like 0.2 temples. He has awesome barracks. You have the construction cost already. So
Yeah.
just build the money buildings as soon as possible.
And well, I don't know what he's gonna do. He got claims on North Italy, but I don't know really know. Like, try to get Aragon Islands of Sardinia. Like, you can make claims on that. There's like a coal mine out there down the line, and 2 food provinces, and it's just AI controlled.
It's just more AI land you can gobble up.
Yeah. And I don't really know what he's gonna do because there's like quite box in. And he's working on eco ideas, eco quantity, decent opener. Getting dev cost from national ideas, gonna get another there. That's gonna be nice for
What
him.
you might want to try is get a deal going with Milan. That you borrow 3 provinces in the Tuscany area. Like get Arezzo from Urbino, get Siena and Firenze from Milan, and then you can press the state of the presidy, the mission, and then you instantly get 5% permanent merc discipline. I know that mercs, the later it goes, the worse they get, but 5% discipline is 5% discipline.
Which are you state of the
Yeah,
presidency?
Yeah. It needs 3 provinces in the Tuscany area and Siena.
Yeah.
And you need 25 provinces. So very easy to achieve.
Yeah, you should consider that. Okay, let's move on to Burgundy. Disaster. Religious turmoil. That sucks.
Yeah, can't stop it, most likely.
Yeah.
Maybe if she's lucky, she can. It's 25 more months, so it's like.
Yeah, okay, that's actually doable for her. I see. Very interesting ruler indeed. 262.
Very rich. Nice air.
Yeah.
With idea cost.
But the air is already quite old. Would you press this in? Would you press the abdicate button in this situation?
No.
Okay.
The air is for me fine. It's 11 pips.
Yeah, but
it's only
the abdicate, not the disinherit. The abdicate button.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't. Technically, no. He's a salad. You want to keep it.
Oh yeah. He got the dimension everything. Yeah.
For the richest unity.
You also wanna press the act of uniformity button, I think, in the national decisions.
Yeah. Maybe I'm never sure about.
Like 10% institution embracement cost. What is that? Every 50 years, it's gonna cost you
a lot.
10% is sometimes like okay. If it costs 5,000, it's
since you're in Europe and you should never have problems with your institutions.
Yeah.
Just press it and then, in worst case, wait a few months. Longer. Yeah. Building wise, you have some very nice buildings left to build. Some very high impact temples and workshops. Then you have no regimental camps. Money wise, it's decent.
You are paying a shitload for having those 30k not on full maintenance.
It's reinforcement. Just consolidate it, shift consolidate, and then the reinforcement cost is down to 1 ducat.
Yeah. Alternatively, you can also like provoke rebels in all your provinces after you reduce autonomy. You can introduce autonomy in quite a few provinces.
You're demanding the trade power from Liège.
Come again?
I think the game plan is to form Netherlands. I think. You lose the land in the south. from that. Uh,
France gains cores, and
Yeah.
France will see France feed into France. Do you really want to do that?
I don't know what the deal is with France and Burgundy.
Alternatively, she can go from the Thuringia.
No, that's impossible
Why?
because 25 provinces in Germany,
No, she only have 17. She only needs like
Aachen, and
yeah. She
also
only needs
Lotharingia
Cologne.
is absolutely dog shit.
Oh, there is the idea dog shit? What? I thought it was a good fact.
Burgundy is S tier. Like maybe no longer because of the merc changes. But Lotharingia is 25 manpower, 10% ICA, prestige decay, 15% more of armies, data efficiency 10, idea cost, daily prestige, and possible advisor,
Okay, and they got
missionary, core
fucking
creation
single
cost,
player.
aggressive expansion. Like
Yeah, I
Burgundy's
see single
ideas
players ideas. Yeah,
are insane. Even if you form Netherlands, you keep Burgundy ideas. You form Netherlands for the mission tree and for the
yeah,
what it's called again, government type.
yeah. Okay, well, maybe we want to do that and lose all your land in the south. I don't know what the deal is. If she does that, then France will just like become so much stronger just by her clicking the button.
Yeah.
Um.
Free land.
Yeah, that's a free trade deal, and France would like happily help her to do that, I guess. But yeah, she could formula for India if she really wanted to. Like, I think it's still a cool tag. But, well,
Oh.
I don't know. Let's move on to France and see how they are doing.
Let's go to England first.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
England, France, Portugal, and then we're done.
England is almost finished with eco ideas, and they got a colony going in the New World. They seems like they yeeted some tribes, and they are covering it, so they're gonna have a colonial nation very soon.
You might want to enable the trade from your vessel, EU. Did you
Yeah.
vesselize Scotland? He did.
Yeah, you cannot PU them unless you like get
Uh, formation wise, I personally would go for Ireland, but
depends. Like if you just want to chill on Great Britain, like you get the British ideas are better. Like you get the 10 to 20% morale of navies.
as it currently stands, he is involved in Europe, in mainland Europe. So
yeah. If you want to fight on land, then Ireland might be superior, but not by much. Actually, British ideas are decent for that as well.
no, British ideas have 5%. This that's it. Ireland ideas are like A tier. They have morale,
they get
kill
a bit more.
efficiency, shock damage, advisor cost, the yearly paper influence, which is nice. Then goods produced, discipline, and reporting tradition and daily legitimacy. You get 10% morale and 10% shock damage over British. You get the better advisor, and you get the monthly work extortion, also nice. You get also the goods produced. It's only 10% instead of 20%. So even you don't lose that much from economic. You also get trade efficiency. Like if you exclude the naval stuff, Irish ideas are straight up better. Even if you include the naval stuff, like, do you really need the 20% more of navies when you have wooden walls and like nobody is ever gonna go naval? Like, of course, like Sweden has also naval ideas because of Scandinavia.
Okay, but there's still a lot to build up in this country.
Yeah.
Production is good going, but manpower force limit might be a few churches who want to build. But nation looks fine on track, and there's nobody in the new world, so you're lucky you can like go as you please in new world.
You want to put the trade edict on in London again?
Yeah, likely. You have the institution first,
and put it on in Normandy too. You can
I
build
mean, institution is still
townhouses down
spreading
there.
right now. Like institution is still spreading, so maybe just hold off a few years.
Yeah. Also, like in Normandy, I would build townhouse, like now courthouses, and put on the what it's called again, the
Trade
trade
edict.
edict. for the increase in trade power.
Okay, let's move to France.
The big bully.
Yeah, big bully
belly.
of Europe.
Belly, two things first. Fix your fucking forts.
More
you
like
have no fort line at all.
Build your fucking forts.
You basically got a semi-free game, and yeah, if you ever get backstabbed and you die because you didn't have any forts, I will breathe so hard at you.
Also, you're not getting the diplo points from merchants.
Okay. It's Tavern, Tech, Belly.
He's take 6 and diplo, and he's not getting the diplo mana from this stage. Explains a bit. He's in debt.
How much is it? It's 1444. So 45. It's 61 years. So 61 times 12. It's 600. 773. No, 72.
That's a lot of dip money you're not getting barely. Let's lose him a bit more. Let's look at. He got massive debt. Let's look at his buildings. They are non-existent. Mostly. Yeah, no buildings at all. And I guess he might also be over gov cap. Yeah, he's massively over gov cap. And he doesn't have the crown land to get that away. Yeah, it's gonna be painful. Yeah, well, Belly, we found something we could read you.
I already did.
Yeah, we found something. Oh, you already pinged him in tavern or something?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at Portugal. And
also, enabled our trade on Brittany.
Oh, he's not doing that. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's look at Portugal. Portugal, what are you doing? No way. Like, okay, we look at Belly, and then I see this Portugal. That's not
looks
getting
at the camera. Rip.
No mill, no admin. No advisors. He's colonizing all over the world.
He has no income for whatever reason. He's spending 8 on colonies. He has loans, but like not having a mill or admin kind of sucks. I mean, he is at least up in tech.
He's also playing a lot in our maintenance while not having rebels nor being at war.
I mean, he just dealt with rebels because he is paying reinforcement.
Yeah.
So, you want at least from the clergy the establish new world missions. That's 50% native assimilation, and from the burghers the
doesn't he want the mana as well?
New
you
world
think?
charters.
Doesn't he want the mana as well? You think?
Yes, but like that's a different topic. Okay.
Like, get your mana from this stage, please.
I choose to ignore the fact that he doesn't have the mana per riches.
He's earning some, like, he's even earning a lot of money in trade in Sevilla node, and he's still not. Like, he got
that Portugal is poor. That Portugal is really poor.
Yeah.
Not being able to spawn the colonialism didn't help either.
Oh.
So yeah.
He colonized. He already has colonial Caribbean and Brazil. Wait, what? Maldives is his vassal. Wait, what the?
Yeah. Don't ask. He can't. He can't annex him. That's the funny part.
Yeah. And you also have an idle merchant. You might want to use that somewhere. Where are your merchants, by the way?
Merchants are in
Caribbean.
Sevilla, in Caribbean,
no.
and
He doesn't have a. He got one merchant he's not using.
Yeah. want
He's
to
he's collecting in Brazil. Oh
Yeah.
no.
you want to steer from Ivory Coast towards Sevilla and put a
Yeah.
merchant into Sevilla to collect there for additional profit.
Yeah. And then try to get your colonial subjects up to 10 provinces so you actually get the merchants from them.
Yeah. And then as soon as you get that them at 10, you start to steer out of like what is called like Mexico or Panama or Amazonas, Brazil, whatever direction you want to do. Just
Okay, so all this campaign, well, Timmy, QQ, India, somebody's gonna die.
Italy
Eastern Europe,
will die.
yeah, Eastern Europe, Central Europe, somebody's gonna die as well. And hopefully Africa will just like chill around, and so will like East Asia as well, with still lots of AI to go around. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna stop this now, and see you on Thursday.